Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I give myself the progesterone and oil shots. If you're new here, I'm Denae, and normally my channel is mostly motherhood and lifestyle content, but my husband and I are on another IVF journey, and I have been documenting and sharing as much of that journey as I possibly can here on my channel. That was something that I felt was definitely missing when I was going through fertility treatments before, and I really just want to be able to share all of the ins and outs. I have done videos on the medications and side effects that I'm going through and the cost of going through treatment and just the emotional process of it. I've shown you the medications that I'm doing, giving myself some shots and doing, the estradiol patches and all of that. So I really want to be able to share as much of this process as I can, especially for those who are going through it or about to go through it, thinking about it. It can be a very lonely place. Especially if you don't know anyone in real life that's going through it. A lot of people just can't relate to it. So I really just want to be able to share my experience with it, and I wanted to just show you how to do the progesterone shots, especially on your own. Normally my husband does these shots for me. However, this week he's actually traveling for work. He's actually out of state. So you can believe that I was scouring the internet looking for videos of women doing these shots by themselves, and I did find a few, but some of them were a little bit older videos, and none of them actually used these. So this is the Synera patch, and this is actually fairly new. I think it's new this year, actually. These were not around when I was going through this before. I just used ice cubes on my butt, and I think it helped more from a psychological standpoint, not so much a physical standpoint, but it definitely helped. It was something. But these Synera patches are new. There's 70 milligrams lidocaine and 70 milligrams tetracaine. They basically numb the area where you're going to do the shot. And so I was trying to find videos of women doing the shots themselves and also using the patch, and I couldn't find any. I either found people using the patch with their spouse or their significant other, or somebody was doing the shot, or women were just doing the shot themselves without this. So the period leading up to this week, my husband was still doing the shots, and we were using the Synera patch, and I definitely recommend getting these if you can. Now, here's the thing. These are very expensive. They're not covered by insurance. They're $180 for a box of 20. And if you have gone through IVF before, then you know you are going to need more than 20. So basically, when you're going through this process, you start the progesterone shots not quite a week, but several days leading up to your transfer, and then you continue doing them after your transfer until you do your pregnancy test. If you're pregnant, then those shots continue through your 11th week of pregnancy, so pretty much your first trimester. So you're doing these progesterone shots for weeks and weeks and weeks, and you definitely need more than 20, especially if you're using them every day. So they're very expensive. Here they're $180, and yeah, I didn't know that we were going to be able to get them. I didn't know if we would be able to afford it, and I'm thankful that we were. But the pharmacist, when you get your medications, you have to go, typically you go through a specialty pharmacy, because most pharmacies don't just carry fertility meds. So the pharmacist actually told me if we couldn't get these, that you can do lidocaine. And I don't know exactly how you do it, but she said something about you put a little bit on, and then you do it like 20 minutes prior, and then you can just put like a bandage or something on, and it helps, but it's not nearly as effective as this. So if you aren't able to get these, I would definitely check with your pharmacist or your doctor to see what you can do with the lidocaine, because I feel like the lidocaine is still going to be a better option than doing ice cubes like I used to do it. But if you can do these, I would definitely say invest in it, because they do make a difference. Now, these are not foolproof. Trust me, I still feel the shots sometimes. The very first time we used this and we started this round of progesterone shots, I didn't feel it at all. I had no idea that my husband even had the shot in me. But then there have been times, even when I've done them, that I felt it. So yeah, like I said, it's not foolproof. I do have some tips that I'm going to share with you that really kind of help with this process to make sure that you really aren't feeling it. But it's so much more helpful to have these if you can get them. So I've been doing the shots this entire week by myself, and honestly, like, yes, it's nerve-wracking, but I kind of like doing them better myself now than my husband, because I feel like the anticipation of him doing it freaks me out more. But that being said, if you're able to get somebody to do it for you, that's fine too. But I really want to be able to show other women that you can do this on your own. I know that some people are military families. Some people are like us, where your spouse is traveling a lot. So there are going to be situations where you might have to do it yourself, and it's really not that bad. So I'm going to show you how you apply this and share with you some tips. And then I'm actually going to show you how I actually do the shot. Here's what the Synera patch looks like. On the back side is where the medicated portion is, and I really prefer to do these shots more in the hip region. I just find that when you're doing the shots on your own, it's a place that's easier to reach, and it's also more of a meatier portion of the butt, so it doesn't hurt as bad. I like to stand there and just mimic the motion of doing the shot, just so I'm making sure that I'm getting good placement of the patch. And they recommend that you leave the patch on for 20 to 30 minutes. I do the full 30 minutes, and then one of the things I find that helps is really pushing into that center portion of the patch and working that medicine into the skin. While I'm waiting, I like to take the progesterone bottle out and just start to warm it up in my hand or between my legs. It's in sesame oil, so it's really thick, and helping to warm it up and make it a little bit thinner helps it to go into the skin easier and also doesn't hurt as bad. If you are going to use the Synera patches, I highly encourage you get some rubber gloves to use, just so that you can prevent your fingers from going numb if you accidentally touch the region where the patch is. One of the things that really helps when you're doing a shot into the muscle like this is really just relaxing that muscle. So just make sure that you're putting all of your weight on the opposite leg and pull the skin taut with your thumb and pointer finger. That just helps to ensure that the needle goes more into the muscle. And when you take that patch off, you will have a really big red circle. So it really helps to give you a target of where you want to put the needle. I know it's kind of hard to see in the video. Once the needle is into the muscle, slowly pull back on the syringe just to make sure that you're not getting any blood in there. And if everything looks good, then you are going to slowly release the progesterone into the muscle. And honestly, I did not feel this shot at all this time using the Synera patch, so it definitely makes a difference. And then once you're done, I just take a little bit of toilet paper and apply it to the area. You do get a little bit of bleeding, and we just like to massage it into the skin just to loosen up that oil and get it worked into the muscle, and then just put a Band-Aid on so that you don't bleed through your clothes. Okay, so really wasn't that bad. Like I said, once you start doing it, you do start to get the hang of it a little bit more, but just know, like, it's for a really good purpose, and all of these things that you're going through emotionally and physically, it is so worth it. I cannot even tell you, like, our son is he's our greatest joy, our greatest blessing, and I would do it over 1,000,000 times again, just to have him and just to have another one. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you are going through this process, my heart goes out to you, and I'm just wishing you the most luck I can possibly give you. And definitely let me know in the comments if you're going through this, or yeah, baby, I see. Reach out to me via DMs on Instagram or email, whatever. I've had so many people reaching out to me, and it's so nice to be able to connect with other women who are going through this journey as well, and just being able to root each other on and support each other as they go through the different phases. And I'm just happy to help in any way that I can, or just offer some support if you need it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to my channel and you want to continue following along in this journey, or you do like watching motherhood and lifestyle content, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button. If we do get pregnant, I will of course be doing pregnancy related videos as well. So thanks again guys for sharing in your time with me, and I will see you all next time. Bye!